It's a mystery still looming over the Hampton Roads community.
Prosecutors are disappointed with today's results.
The district attorney wanted murder. He got manslaughter instead.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda, and on this channel we talk about all things true crime related. Today I'm going to tell you the terrible story of Jennifer Brown, a woman who was reported missing and later found in a shallow grave. So if you're into true crime, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Today's case is out of Limerick Township, Pennsylvania, which is about 40 miles northwest of Philadelphia. It was Wednesday, January 4th, 2023, when 43-year-old Jennifer Brown was reported missing. She was supposed to pick up her 8-year-old son from his bus stop after he got out of school. However, she did not show. This was not really like Jennifer. On all accounts, she was described as a fierce and loyal mother. I did see in one article where it was mentioned that she had 2 sons, but a lot of them are only reporting about the one son because that's the one that she failed to pick up. She could have another older son. I'm not 100% sure, but I did want to mention it. However, I was not really able to find too much about Jennifer, just like in a lot of my cases, or in some of them that I'm doing, these smaller ones. There's not too much in-depth known about Jennifer. However, this case is fairly new. It just happened in the beginning of January, so I'm sure we'll find out more as it goes on. It was always expressed, though, by everyone that the news spoke with that she was a very devoted mother. So Jennifer was reported missing, like I said, on January 4th by her friend and business partner, Antonio Blair Watts Richardson, who we will refer to as Blair because that's what he seems to go by. Jennifer and Blair entered into a partnership agreement in August of 2022. It was understood between them that Jennifer would invest funds into Blair's business that he wanted to reopen called Birdie's Kitchen. Birdie's Kitchen was a soul food restaurant according to their Facebook page. The restaurant was supposed to open again in late January, but I couldn't find anything about how they met each other or decided to go into this partnership yet. But like I said earlier, pretty new case. I'm sure as it goes on through hearings and the trial and things released in the media, we will find out more. Blair would tell the police that he last saw Jennifer around 2 p.m. on January 3rd when she told him that she needed a break. So Blair offered to take her son for the night and ensure that he got to school the next day. However, the next day, Jennifer was not there to get her son at the bus stop like she usually was. This would make those closest to Jennifer because they knew that she would just not up and bail on her son. So Blair reported her missing that same day. Police would begin investigating right away. Those closest to Jennifer explained that it was weird that she did not provide a change of clothes for her son the night that Blair said that he agreed to keep her son, and that she did not provide Blair with the medication that her son required. Both of these were extremely out of character for Jennifer. There would be searches done to look for Jennifer following her being reported missing, but it wouldn't be until 2 weeks later on January 18th that she would actually be found in a shallow grave behind a warehouse. Sadly, a worker at the warehouse would find her body on their smoke break and would call 911 to report it. So we're going to jump back in time a little bit to right after she was reported missing to discuss some parts of the investigation that are important, at least in my opinion, important. Police would go to Jennifer's home where they would report that there was no signs of a struggle taking place. Her car was found outside her home, and inside her car, police located her car keys, her work cell phone, her wallet, and her purse. But her personal cell phone would not be located. When interviewed, Jennifer's 8-year-old son would tell police that Blair picked him up from the bus stop, saying that his mother had gone to the grocery store and that he would be staying at Blair's home that evening. After picking the boy up, he told police that he and Mr. Blair returned back to Jennifer's home, where Blair would run inside the home and leave the boy waiting in the car. The boy said that when Mr. Blair, as the boy called him, returned to the car a few moments later, he had his mother's cell phone with him, saying that he knew it was his mother's cell phone because his school photo was the lock screen of that phone that Mr. Blair had with him. Cadaver dogs would be brought to Jennifer's home, and the dog indicated in the kitchen area, which means that this dog gave some sort of cue to its handler that it smelled a cadaver. This cue could be something like barking, sitting, or jumping on the handler. It really depends on the handler and the dog and how the dog is trained. So where the dog indicated, police found several black and white marble plastic pattern pieces embedded in the carpet. but police were unsure where it came from. They would later find the other part of this plastic item with the discovery of Jennifer's body. It appeared to be a plastic hair clip that would have been broken at some point, maybe during a struggle. So, Birdie's Kitchen was supposed to open, like I said, in the middle to late January at a location in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Police talked to the owners of this location, and the owners informed police that they first met with Blair last year to discuss renting the place to him. Blair had put a few items in there for storage, but no construction has been done, no keys were given, nothing like that. So the owners advised Blair on December 28th, 2022, that they would not be moving forward with the lease. And in response to this, Blair told them that he was going to sue them. However, like I said, no rent money was collected, no key was given. So I'm sure this really wouldn't have gone far if Blair decided to actually sue them. The owners of the restaurant told police on January 4th, Blair showed up to the location unannounced and told the owners that he now had the money to rent the place. So you can guess the police were really looking into Blair now with the information from the son and the owners of the space that he wanted to rent. As I said before, Jennifer was found partially buried in a shallow grave on January 18th, and an autopsy was completed the next day. Her cause of death was listed as a homicide by unspecified means, as it seems the coroner was not able to determine her exact cause of death. It was indicated that her death was most likely caused by by compression and asphyxiation. The autopsy report also showed that she did have 3 broken ribs as well. Police decided to go ahead and arrest Blair for the first-degree murder of Jennifer Brown. He was actually arrested in the hallway of the courtroom of the town courtroom when he was there on an unrelated harassment charge. So he sounds like a real winner. So with this arrest came some more information from the police, including the fact that 2 money transfers were done from Jennifer's account. Cash App records show that at 4:23 p.m. on the 3rd of January, that a transfer of $9,000 was made to Birdie Kitchen. And Zelle records show that at 4:35 p.m., $8,000 was transferred to Birdie, names associated with the accounts. So that was $17,000 from Jennifer to 2 accounts linked to Birdie's Kitchen, which are linked to Blair. According to police, this $17,000 was not a part of the original agreement between Jennifer and Blair. Also, authorities stated that on January 3rd, both Blair and Jennifer's cell phone data showed them traveling together, like in tandem together, until Jennifer's phone was either shut off or died the following morning around 7 a.m. And the cadaver dogs that indicated in Jennifer's house also indicated the presence of cadavers in 2 of Blair's vehicles. So we'll have to see how this case plays out in the justice system now. I do want to leave off on a quote from Blair that he made to Philadelphia, I believe, NBC, prior to being arrested, of course. He said, quote, "And it's frustrating because I'm the first person that was calling the police, trying to kick down the windows, trying to find my friend, trying to make sure her son is covered." Yeah. So he's currently being held in jail without bail. I wanted to mention one of the main reasons I wanted to cover this case and how much I didn't hear about this when everyone was covering Anna Welsh. Anna Welsh went missing the same day, January 4th. Well, was reported missing the same day. Both of them went missing on January 4th. However, I barely saw anyone commenting on Jennifer Brown being missing. Now, I do believe that Anna's story does believe that much media coverage, as all of these cases do. So just remember, when I'm covering small cases, I'm doing it because I believe these people, Jennifer, deserve to be talked about. She mattered. Her life mattered. Even these smaller cases, they matter. It's important to remember that when we're talking about true crime. All right, so if you've made it this far, I truly appreciate you and cannot thank you enough for supporting my channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe if you're already not subscribed. All my sources will be in the description box as usual, along with my social media handles. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, although I'm not really too active on Twitter, more on Instagram, especially if we're talking about current cases like the Murdaugh trial that's happening. There will be ways to support the channel in the description box if you're interested in that as well. But on that note, I will see you in the next video. And until then, stay safe. The world can be a really ugly place.